Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. There's been quite a bit of news and a new promotion that Games Workshop are running, so let's get straight into it. If you do like all of this content and you'd like to support the channel, of course you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can join as a member, and you can use the Element Games affiliate link down below. You'll need to use that every time you purchase something from Element Games, so I would just click it once and then save that page as one of your favorites. At the checkout, if you also use the crystal code, you'll earn yourself double the crystals, and remember, you can save yourself up to 25% of your Warhammer goodness, as well as other products and hobby supplies that they sell. So without further ado, we'll jump on over to the Warhammer community website, where there's a big advert there for the new promotion where you can win yourself a Sergeant Castus, which is fantastic. But if we just go back a week ago to the 18th of September, right here there was an article about Gen Con Skull Tribe. I think I covered that. The new Warhammer 40k horror novels. You could pre-order some of the Cruel Boys minis, the big monsters, like this vulture. It's £89, I think he is though. This mouth of Mork, and you can also make a corpse ripper vulture. They're very similar, but just looking at a different way, and they've got a different Cruel Boy on the top. Got the Swamp Boss Scumdrek in a couple of poses. The mouth looks different. You've got the Gut Rippers available separately. Got the Marsh Crawler Slogoth. Again, there's a couple of options with this Hodar. You've got some scenery. And that was about it. It was very, very sort of Cruel Boys heavy last weekend. Black Templars. Now this was a big announcement the day after on the Sunday. There's even a little video. There's going to be a Black Templars army set. Yeah, I guess they're very, very popular and they warrant an army set. So this is what you're getting. I think again it will be over £100. It's got a Redemptor Dreadnought in there. I believe it is the multi-part kit because it's got the little rocket pod at the top. Yeah, if I was to get this, I think I'd have like 4 Redemptor Dreadnoughts, which is way more than my Contemptor Dreadnoughts, and definitely more than my Leviathans. These things are a bit bigger than Leviathans, but on the whole, I do like some of the minis. I think it's a little bit odd, like the hair colouring. I would have thought that if we're going back to this Gene Seed thing, they'd be similar looking to Dawn, but I guess there's some variances and things. The Emperor's Champion looking great. He's it's like stumbling over that tactical rock there, and the Marshal looks fantastic as well. So this is the new Marshal. I don't know whether there's a helmeted version, but and then you've got these. They look very, very cool. I like the tabards, I like the cloths, I like the candles even. The flamer still I can't get on with, and I don't know what on earth's going here. He's not vacuum sealed at all, and the tabard does look a bit odd coming from underneath the chest plate. I'm wondering whether it's like fully under there or whether this is just like it attaches along that rim. But either way, he's taken everyone to the gun show, and he's got this bowl cut haircut. It just looks odd, but maybe these are like new scout versions, Reavers even. Like you've even got the sockets for the power armor, so they're ready to go for the power armor, but they just don't have it. That's quite a cool model though. I like that one, and that one looks quite good. One of the biggest draws to this box set is the incredible cover art by John Blanche from the 3rd issue, I think, of Warhammer 40,000. I think this cover art got me into 40k. I think I bought the rule book. I'm sure it's somewhere. I have to get it out of my loft or something. But yeah, you've got an 80-page supplement. So it's not their own sort of codex. It's just an 80-page supplement, a bit like the Death Watch one. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, that cover art is just fantastic. I like the fact that it doesn't say Space Marines anywhere on it as well. And yeah, I think that's awesome that they're putting John Blanche artwork on the codexes. I think they've done that before, but there we are. You've got some cards as well. I don't think you're getting dice. So yeah, so that's what you're getting. Pretty, I say, small army. They are Primaris, and there is a Redemptor, and there is a character there. But I'm still on the fence whether to get this one. If they had something other than the Redemptor, like some new Crusade Terminators, or I don't know, just something else other than that, something new, then I'd be all over it. Because that was the beauty about the Sisters of Battle army set and the Orc army set, the Beast Snaggers army box, is that all the miniatures in there were brand new. We'd never had them before, and I hope this isn't turning into like a bit of a shoehorn cash grab for Games Workshop, where they put an older mini in with the army sets, sort of turning them into like special editions or limited editions of patrol boxes. I mean, it's a very similar number of minis in a patrol box, right? Okay, enough about Black Templars. You've got a new gang of outlaws revealed for Necromunda, so this is new news. So all this came out at Gen Con. These look quite cool. Maybe you could modify these and have some Gene Stealer cult arms and heads and things with these. I'd be up for modifying this, and it's just nice to get more kind of civilian gang sized minis that you could chaosify as well and have as cultists. I think that's what we're all crying out for. Necromunda have had some lovely miniatures that you could definitely have for that. But another thing they announced was scenery, and like gang hive scenery. It's fantastic. Look at this under Hive Market. We've actually got a market there, which would look great on a cityscape board. So that's one of the best things about this little release, or a little preview, should I say. You've got Warcry, something sinister stirs in the 8 points. You've just got 8.8 legs. So yeah, I think there's going to be some spiders and spider riders or something coming to do with spiders, which is fantastic. The Sunday preview, so as you can see, look, they had 1, 2, 3, 4 articles all on that Sunday last week. But the Sunday preview, you can now pre-order from today these Joy Toy minis. I've heard they're pretty nice, comparable to other Joy Toy miniatures, figures, aren't they? Yeah, they are action figures, but they are a bit pricey. I think they're like £100-something for I say squad of 5. No, don't get too excited. This isn't the new scale. Also, we've got this Kill Rig and Squig Rig. I will be pre-ordering one of these today, but I am very shocked at the price. £78. It's a huge amount. I'm hoping it's an enjoyable kit. I will be building it in the live stream next weekend. But yeah, very shocked about the price. I would have expected 65 maximum, but hey, you do have like a character in there. So also you've got the Pain Boss and his little Gretchen. Has a couple of options for the head and the claw, so that's nice. And then you've got Mozrog Scragbad, who can also build one of these Beast Boss on Squigosaur. I will be picking up 2 of them because there's enough variety in their poses and how they look to warrant that. And I think it's a fantastic model as well. And it's great to have a Squig Boss, on a Squigosaur. They're fantastic minis. You got Sisters of Battle exclusive cover battle comic, and then if all that wasn't enough, they've listened. They're releasing the standard hardback novel of Warhawk, the 6th novel out of the 8 by Chris Raitt. I don't think it's going to be that thick, guys. Don't get too excited about how thick it is. It's, I think, I'll say one of the smaller books. It's about 400 pages, which is still, thick. And also they're releasing the special edition version of it as well. I wonder if they're going to have a queuing system, because, that's going to suck. It's going to suck either way. If there isn't a queuing system, there's a lot of people and bots and things that will be able to get that book very quickly and sell it on. But if there is a queuing system, again, you might be legitimately in the queue, and when you get through, they might have all been sold too. And I really feel for all of you that have 5 of these special editions and you just want to complete that collection. You want to have a nice bookshelf with 8 of them. I've read all 5 of them so far, and they are brilliant. I don't want to say any spoilers. I will be picking up Warhawk, and you'll see me do like an unboxing and first look at that one. Warhammer Plus this week, what they had was a Lawmaster Archmage Teclis and Auroch Flesh, along with some more White Dwarf Vaults and a new episode of Angels of Death. They had the Spanners episode. They had Build the Lowdown Dirty Outlaw Gang with Your Dreams with the Book of the Outcast. So this focuses on this. This is a new book coming out, which includes a plethora of new options, and they're going to be taking a look at the book in depth soon. Helbrecht returns. So they showed a brand new model for him. There's been a lot of extremely funny memes out there. You guys are so creative with your memes. It is odd that he is polishing or cleaning the sword before it's out of the orc completely. Is that his main job, is just to clean the sword? I like the fact that it's got a chain on his wrist. That's very reminiscent of Imperial Fists, of course. He's even got a chain on this lantern. The facial expression is like utter disgust. I like the candles in the holders, and this servitor hold, and this we got new servitors. I mean, that's just fantastic in its own. This combi melter, very reminiscent of this artwork here, which is lovely. You've got the Mark 10 armor, you've got the attendants, and you've got a choice of 3 heads, 1 helmeted and 2 bare. So I'm not sure whether we're seeing, that just looks like 1 bare head and that one. So we don't know what the 3rd one looks like. Probably just, without opening his mouth. And then we've got the helmeted version, which looks fantastic. I might get this model because it's just, there's a lot going on, and I think it's fantastic. Price wise, this could well be like £30 maybe. If it's £25, I'll be very surprised, because there's a lot going on. You're essentially getting 3 minis on the base as well as him, and it does have a lot of detail. 5 things you need to know about Kill Team Chalnath, or Calnath, I think it's Chalnath. This is the new set that has some Sisters of Battle in, and some new Tau sculpts. You've even got some cards there already. The Tau are so fast and sneaky that they're even able to capture Sisters like that. And they're so strong as well in melee. Who'd have thought, right? But anyway, we've got an article about Dice Scientists, the Rumour Engine. Looks more Age of Sigmar, I think. Yeah, you've got a nice skull there as well. Blood Bowl. You've got this new Cornate team. This looks interesting. And then one of these werewolves. Oh, incredible. Look at the artwork. It's beautiful. You got a Legion Dispatch. This is an odd article. I'm not quite sure. These poses are terrible. The only pose that is remotely alright is this guy. This one is jazz hands. This one is saying like, hi guys, not really doing much. This one's about to fall over, and this one is just, again, it looks like he's going to trip over his weapon. I want a bracing stance with a big heavy weapon like that, like he's letting rip Yeah, they're bringing these back for some reason, and they're not redoing the poses or anything. Bit of an odd article. You've got official background for Total War Warhammer 3's most deadly units. I think that game's been delayed to next year now. You've got some heavyweight paint jobs for some of the War Master Titans. They look incredible. Of course. Even put some Imperialis terrain on there too. Yeah, that one's stepped on another War Master, it looks like. But yeah, they are very, very cool. And we're going to be getting a brand new one soon, aren't we? You got 6 face melting moments of Angels of Death. So if you haven't watched it on Warhammer Plus, that is a little bit of a spoiler. You got 4 times the Outcasts were the real heroes of the Underworlds. Getting started with Black Library Blood Angels. Unboxing Aeronautica Imperialis Wrath of Angels, the big box of tiny planes. I'm very, very tempted with this. I think the mini Storm Eagles and Xiphon Interceptors are so cute, as well as the Nightwing and Phoenix Bombers for the Eldari. You've got some boards, reversible boards. It looks cool. Obviously, I'm just holding out for my plastic Thunderhawk. Armies on Parade. You've got Meta Watch. You've got another Blood Bowl article. Albion Wanderers, a blast from the past. And then this 1 million customers served online. So you've got until the end of October to spend £150 on Games Workshop's web store. That's difficult to do. As much as we love the hobby, on Forge World it's way easier to do, and I would have preferred if they'd had this promotion running on both, because I can easily rack up £150 on Forge World. Whereas Games Workshop, it's more difficult to do, and also I'd prefer to buy minis from a third party and get my discount and get rewarded. I mean, and support the channel. It's a win-win situation. But yeah, if you can't do those things and you can only buy from GW Direct, then I guess it's a nice thank you. You don't have to pay for the miniature, you just get him free by spending £150 in an order. It has to be £150 per order, so if you spent £300 in one go, you'd just get one. But if you spent £150 and then another order of £150, then you would get 2. So there are ways of getting multiples of him, and then I guess you could sell him on eBay for £150 if anybody's thought of that incredible idea. I'm sure he will be selling for quite a large amount. And also, this means now he is the most expensive sprue. He's behind a paywall, so he's not like directly costs £150, but you can only get him if you spend that money. So yes, he is the most expensive Space Marine that Games Workshop produce, and the most expensive plastic mini, individual plastic mini that Games Workshop sell too. So that's quite an interesting turn for the books there. But it's nice that you do get 3 Necrons with the miniature, and you do get options, which is more than can be said for Imperial Fist Praetors. You've got a helmeted version or helmetless, and even the helmetless one is chock full of emotion and detail. And you can either go for the bolt pistol or the plasma pistol. Both are fantastic options. I think I'm going to go for this one though. But yeah, you've got until the end of October to spend your £150. There's going to be a lot today that's up for pre-order, so you could buy the ORKS from here and rack that up. The Squig rig is £80, give or take. Got the Pain Boss, which is I think 25, so that's 105. And then you've got the Squigosaur, which is I think 31. So you're already at almost £140 there, just on those 3 minis. So there is that option. Adeptus Titanicus Traitor Legios turns your pristine Titans into acid vomiting monstrosity. So a little look at the rules and some of the artwork. That looks very mean. I like it, and it's got the War Master, and I think this is going to be the first place that you'll get more rules and more expanded information about the War Master with the siege drill and Desolator Chainsword in this upcoming book. Expect this book to be, again, £30, the same as the previous one. You've got Warhammer Community Investigates the Underhive Market Hotspots, and then Sharks, Tigers and Pirate Hat, the eye-popping paint jobs for these Squigosaurs. So people have had these early. A few of their painted favourite painters, and they stuck these out early, and they look fantastic. I like this Tiger Shark look. It's a shame about the gap there, though, in the modelling. I always find that odd when people do, fantastic paint jobs and then they leave gaps or they leave mould lines. It really detracts from the model. I mean, you can see it very clearly there. It's such a shame, and it would have only taken a couple of minutes for Tamiya and liquid green stuff to clear up, but never mind. You've got this one here. I like the colour of that one. I think my Beast Boss one is going to be orange, but the Great White will be clearly white. I like the sort of spittle and saliva coming from that one. I might try my job at that. Look, even this person has done this one with that effect. That's quite a cool, like, chameleon type glow there for that one. So yeah, lovely paint jobs for these Squigosaurs. And that's it for the news. That was quite lengthy. There's a lot of news and parts for me to cover this morning. So I'll jump on over to Forge World now. Okay, and here we are on Forge World. You'll be pleased to know, your wallet will be pleased to know maybe, if you've already had multiple entries, which is always a good thing, into the Winner Warlord Titan competition. That now ends on the 27th, I think at midnight on the 27th. Yeah, you've still got a chance of an entry. Just spend £100, which is very easy at Forge World, and you can have an entry to win a Warlord Titan. I did say that if I won it, I'd give it away for free on the channel, because I've already got a number of them. So there's no pre-orders, as you can see. So yeah, and if we just go to Warhammer 40,000, and I say bestsellers, a lot are in stock. Well, the Stormbird isn't, but it was the other day. You've got the Knights, you've got bigger Knights, you've got Estrellas, Thunderhawks, you name it. They've done really, really well with getting their stock back to decent levels. So if there's nothing really much to pre-order here on Forge World, let's go to Games Workshop and have a look at those pre-orders. And here we are on Games Workshop's web store. There's a number of tiles here. This one shows the 1 million online customers served. Here he is without his helmet on and with a bolt pistol, or a heavy bolt pistol, I think that is, surrounded by Necrons. It's nice that you get the Necrons with it. The scenic base is fantastic. It's quite a big chunky base, all one piece, and then you've got the Necrons separate. Maybe there's potential of having them just crawling on other bases, but yeah, you've got the bolt pistols, you've got the plasma, you've got the helmeted version and the helmetless. They're using the helmetless version on the front, but one sprue. Technically £150 for one sprue, so the most expensive Space Marine and the most expensive sprue that Games Workshop sort of sell. It's a shame. In a way, I wish this wasn't behind a paywall at all, and I wish this was like £30 or so, or even be cheeky and say £25 as a made-to-order mini, as a celebration, because then that meant that everybody who would like this could get it, and they don't also then have to spend £150. So yeah, it's an odd one. It's almost like they're thanking the fact that they've had 1 million customers, that 1 million people have bought things off the website, by getting those 1 million to spend more money. It's an odd way. It's an odd way of like thanking your customers. But hey, that is the Space Marine that's So also on the tiles, you've got advert for Joy Toy, these action figures. So what have we got now? Bandai, McFarlane and Joy Toy. Wonder if we're going to get any more. Maybe some Play Arts Kai, or anyway, you've got Behold the Warhawk, There wasn't a queue, which is great but also bad. And then also you've got this tile showcasing the 3 new Orc sets, the final Orc minis in this release. I'm so happy that this has sort of come to an end, but you know, there have been a few bumps along the way. The Death Copters not being released separately or multi-part, the Orc Boys not being separate and multi-part, but on the whole I've liked where they've gone with the Beast Riders and the Snagger Boys. And I hope they do continue on the success of these. I hope they've been successful, because that gives them an indication of bringing all the Eldar into plastic. Anyway, if we just click on Behold the Warhawk, it's now no longer available. So this was up a little while ago. And yep, 2,500. I'd love to see the percentage. Like if there was a poll or something, if people were really like honest. And it was a poll for people that have pre-ordered this. Sort of how many are going to keep it for their collection, how many have bought it for a friend, and how many have bought it for the sole purpose of selling it at a profit on auction sites. I'd be very interested to find the numbers of that. But congratulations if you were successful and you're able to pre-order this and you've got the other 5, because your bookshelf is going to look lovely with 6 of these. I think as it ramps up, the competition to get these is going to increase and increase. We had Mortis, I think it was earlier this year. So now we've got Warhawk. We may get the next 2 next year now. And they'll be very important ones, especially the final one. I'm really looking forward to that. They've been great so far. But anyway, I'm rattling on a bit today. Let's click on new and exclusives. And we go to pre-orders. We view all, high to low, and we've got the ORKS from last week, but these, oh yeah, okay, so they're £85 then for a unit of 4. You've got the Infiltrators and the Incursors. Odd that they've picked these, or Games Workshop have allowed Joy Toy to use these. Maybe they are the ones that work the best with the different options and the different hands and things. But they all come, 12 centimeters tall, 25 points of articulation. They're available to order until 6 p.m. on Sunday, the 3rd of October. So you've only got a week to order these. So I guess they're made to order in that way. So they're not going to be around for long. They look pretty nice. Joy Toy do other action figures like Halo ones and things. So might be worth checking them out, checking their store out to see what you're expecting. There's plenty of videos. People have already grabbed these as well, and so there's YouTube videos of these. The kill rig, when I looked at the price listing on the Tuesday, that was a bit odd to see it at £78.50. I mean, it's remarkable. I think it is on a night base though, and it is 3 sprues, so it's not a 2 sprue techless or anything like that. It is 3 thick sprues. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit of a project. It says that there are 111 pieces, which is quite decent. You're getting the Werboy as well. So if you didn't want it to be a squig rig and you wanted to have a kill rig instead, then you can have it like that, but also have the Werboy separate. I wonder if they've got a picture of him kind of separate, like on a base. Be good if you, I don't know about this. If you've got an Imperial Knight, that's what this is going to be sat on. I think it works well on a base. I can't see it, because of the rocks and things, I can't see it just being, plonked on nothing. And there's a lot of minis on it. It's not like the other Orc vehicles, but I think one of the reasons why the price is so high is because of the separate Werboy, which is a character model. You'd probably see him at £20 or so you knock that off there. It's still 58. It's still about £60 for the big vehicle itself, but it's the ultimate vehicle and squig for your snake bites and your snagger boys. So if you're going for that themed army, then this is going to fit the aesthetic absolutely. All it needs though is some long boarding poles either side, and you've got the start of a Mad Max themed army, haven't you? Which is what I would have liked. There's the hunter rig. So yeah, you can have the kill rig with the word boy or the hunter rig without. It leaves this big gap at the front, which is odd. Although in game, I guess you could put a couple of snagger boys on the front there. You got the Siege of Terror Warhawk, £50 limited edition. Yeah, if you've had one of these or if you've held one in your hands, it's absolutely lovely. You've got the gold page edges. You've got the page keeper as well, or bookmark, and then inside you've got a lovely presentation map here. No doubt they'll release this separately. The devastation of the Imperial Palace interior. I hope they do, because these maps have been absolutely stunning. I've got the others, and they are fantastic. Look, you've got all the ultimate gates and Lions Gates, and you know it just shows you a bit more of the palace and what's going on. And yeah, we all know what happened at Sanctus, but so yeah, unfortunately that's no longer available. That was only up for a little while before people gobbled it up. You've got the Cruel Boy monsters that were available last weekend, and then you've got Mosrog Scrag Bad. Quite a difficult name to get your tongue around, but this is the Great White Squig. You can also, it's a dual kit, so you can also make a beast boss on a Squigosaur if you wish. I have ordered 2, so I'll be building both variants in the live stream. Can't wait, really looking forward to next weekend. It is 3 sprues, it's not 2, it's actually 3. So yeah, you can look at it as like £10 a sprue, and I was thinking he's going to be like £34.50, so I'm happy he's just about that £30 mark. For what you get, you know, a dual kit, and you know, the only downside though is options. I think the beast boss, you can only have him in that way. You can't give him a claw or you know, a different weapon or whatever. It's either the boss or Mosrog. More Age of Sigmar from last weekend, and then you've got the Pain Boss himself, £23.50. Not too bad. Again, I would have preferred 20 for him, but considering you do get a little Gretchen, and he does have this option, you've got a Snagger Claw, or you've got the like Power Claw Beast Snagger. You've got like a Beast Power Claw. I've forgotten their names. But that's quite nice. I don't know which one to go for. They're all both of the heads are cool. I like the bionics and things that runs to his back. But likewise, I enjoy this head with the thicker cable. I mean, they're both great, and I think it's about time that we actually got a Pain Boss, you know, full HQ that is one of these like Pain Boys HQs. It's fantastic. So yep, he can be yours for £23.50, and then we've got the Siege of Terror Warhawk hardback. You can get it from Element Games for I think £16, and also Amazon. I think Amazon is selling it like a week later than both Element and Games Workshop, and they sometimes do that. But if you aren't able to get it from a third party, then you know, yeah, you can always get it from Amazon for a while. And no doubt they'll do a softback version. That's the last thing we're missing now in all of my talking points, is releasing the 3 versions, the special edition, the hardback and the softback at the same time. At least they're releasing the hardback and the special edition at the same time. I wonder why they're doing that. Maybe there's some really cool spoilers in this Warhawk book, and you know, it gives people opportunity that are out of the 2,500 lucky ones to read that firsthand. I always found that odd that they released the special version of the book before the actual normal release. Anyway, that's it for my news and pre-order video. What a lengthy... It was full. It was a big, chunky news and pre-order video today, as big as a rig squig itself. I hope you've enjoyed it. Very orky. It's a nice final homage to the Orc release. Looking forward to tomorrow to see what they've got planned for the release. You know, we've got a lot of things coming out. We've got the new War Master. We'll have the Templars. We've got the Dragons for Age of Sigmar. We've got more Stormcast, and we've got all the Aeronautica releases as well. What do you guys think? Have you pre-ordered the rest of the Orcs today? Are you looking forward to them next weekend? Or are you just looking forward to me unboxing them and building them live? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.